Good morning. Good morning. What is it? Tuesday, 3:43 a.m. It's a little bit later. I just walked around in circles this morning. Einstein's theory of time is true. The less you pay attention to it, the more of it you have. The slower you slow down in it, the more of it you'll have. The more you'll start seeing life to dictate the pace that you want. I'm on my way to the gym right now. Having a great year, right? Having a great start to my year. I'm also having the most difficult time of my year. Some might say, well, how do you have a great year? How do you have a great start to your year and the most difficult start to your year? Because I'll tell you this, the problems never go away. The good thing is, if you're growing, the problems never stay the same. Make sense? Problems never go away. There's sayings that more money, more problems. True. Because you start encountering problems with people trying to sue you. You start encountering problems internally with family and feelings of obligation, feelings of owing. You start incorporating and fall into these other situations with better health, right? Even better health. You say, well, how can there be a problem with better health? Well, I find the problem every day. I don't have nowhere to eat. If I don't prepare my meals at home, which takes more time, then I have nowhere that I can go out and eat every single day in order to keep my body fueled through the type of workout and exercise and discipline I'm going through. So having the best start to my year and having the most difficult start to my year is not a bad thing. It's just different. Those problems never go away. They just become different problems. There's a saying where it says, God, don't ask my problems to get easier. Ask me to get stronger. Makes sense. Makes sense. Because the more and more you want, or the more and more you grow, the more and more the problems become a little bit more difficult. Meaning the problems your old you is having now couldn't handle it. The new you has to deal with the new problems because they're too difficult for most people to get through. And that's a blessing. Problems are a blessing as long as they're not the same problem. If they're the same problem, the chances are you need to look at yourself and see, have you grown? I love this saying, and it's been one of the most prolific things that I've heard and I've been really kind of gravitating for. And it says, everything is hard. Let me put it in layman's terms. If you walked into the gym right now and you're not used to working out and you said, I want to pick up 100 pounds, and you're not used to picking up 100 pounds, that could prove to be a hard task. Now I can walk in there and pick up the 100 pounds, curl it, bench press it, I throw the damn thing in the air upside down, catch it, twirl it like a baton, because I've conditioned myself for that. Now it's easy. So I guess the rule of thumb is the problems never go away. They just change. I remember when I had $3,000 debt problems and it seemed like the world was going to come to an end. I also can tell you about what $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 debt problems look like. You feel me? Now, if I'm still having $3,000 debts, $5,000 debts, one is it tells me my business hasn't grown. Two, it tells me I ain't grown. Everything is an indicator. Everything that was hard eventually will become easy. Give it enough time. Give it enough repetition. Give it enough process. Even the problems that will come with where you want to be at. I feel bad for Donald Trump. I don't think he's even began to see the start of his problems. And I don't have an opinion about him one way or another. I don't care. He gonna run the country. I gotta run my house. I got to run my house. The NASDAQ is up. Property values are up. My business is doing good across the board. My son's getting ready to start a job. His minimum wage is going to be higher. What is it that I have to complain about? Donald Trump? I just named off everything that involves me financially going good. Donald Trump's the one with the immigrant parents. He's got to deal with that. He's got to live with that. So why would I make his issue my issue? It's a non-issue. But I just go to say that now that he's at the top of the food chain, the problems become a little bit badder. I would have to say Obama's probably the only president that didn't go in and then come back out looking older than he went in. I'm just being honest. So if you think Trump looked bad coming in, he's going to look bad going out, because most of them do. But the problems get harder. But you get better. You get more adept at handling it. So when I say I'm having the best start to my year and the most difficult start to my year, I embrace the difficult part. I embrace it. Because that means there's growth. When I looked at possibly having $3,000 in debt at one point in time to elevating to $100,000 in debt, somebody gave me $100,000. I grew into a position to have this debt. My wife will look at me crazy and say, dude, what the hell are you so happy about? Because there's growth in everything. There's growth in everything. And there's a reason to celebrate in every single season. Good, bad, or otherwise. It's all a lesson. God bless. Take care. I've taken enough of your time and I got to get to this gym. It's Tuesday morning. Do something for yourself.